Hi everyone, and welcome to Call Me Emma, yeah! I don't like that song. We'll work on a new one. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode about the Thanksgiving Day Parade and all that went into it. It was so much fun. I am still recovering for sure from lack of sleep, but also being very full. I am super thankful for you all. Thankful that you're here. Thankful that you've been along on such a fun journey with me and Arlo. I'm also very thankful for Arlo. Arlo edited over 138 videos just on the camera. That does not include the stuff on my phone. So everyone, can you put clapping emojis in the comments? Everyone say thank you, Arlo, for all of the amazing things he does for this vlog. Because last week was enormous and that was extra, but he ate it up. So anyway, guess what time it is? It is now time to decorate for the holidays. So I'm gonna show you all the things that I got from Five Below, and then I'm gonna put them up, and then I'm gonna give you a tour, and I'm gonna ask what you think. Because as we know, it took a little time to get us where we are now, and I love where we are now. It's really, really exciting. Let's dive in. So first of all, we have these very chic, very large Christmas lights, but they're like, they kind of look like the shape of my head, actually. I think I'm gonna put them up there, and they do light up. I have to put batteries in them. I've also got some silver tinsel-y stuff. Oh, I have this really precious little tree that also lights up. So cute. I feel like it fits perfect. Maybe I'll put it in the windowsill in place of the flowers when they die. Oh, yes. We've got, as you saw, I think I showed this. Merry and Bright. Put it on the window. Next bag. Now, one thing about me is I'm typically a warm white light girly, but I felt like in here, I can give something different. I can try something new. So I'm going with the colored lights. And I think the reason why I went with the silver is because I'll put the colored lights in the silver and it will like make them extra sparkly and delicious. I got this super cute stocking with a seed for cherry, obviously. I think I'll put it on the outside of my door. And what else is in here? I still have to get a tree, like a real tree. How cute is this little pillow? It's a bow. And then I got this cutie blankie that I'll put on top of the pink one as a decoration. Okay, I'm gonna try and do it today. Here we go! Okay, I put everything up, immediately ate my dinner and went to bed, so now you get to see it. Okay, so first we have these stunning, I almost said wall stickies, but I guess they'd be called mirror stickies. We have this stunning snow globe made by a fan. Precious, there's cherry in there with a little snowman. Then we've got on the top tinsel and lights with the big lights and the cute little ceramic pink Christmas tree. Wow. I'm obsessed with how the colored lights look here. It's so cutie. The finale is this precious little bear and candy cane blankie. I mean, I can't tell you how soft this is. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. 5 Below 8. Hello, vlog. It is Sunday. We just finished our one and done after a long week. This week felt like 2 weeks because of the Thanksgiving parade in the middle. It was a long week. It was exhausting, but it was also very fulfilling. My heart is very like, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. It just dropped today, so by this time that you're seeing this, you'll definitely have watched it, but hope you liked it. After the show, we are finishing up our Broadway Cares fundraising, and I just want to talk about it because I'm determined for us to get our goal of 200,000. We're close. We're at like 140,000 right now, and I just posted a QR code on my story. I'm going to post it every day, so hopefully you'll have seen it, and maybe you'll have donated. And if you do, thank you very much. Also, if you mail a check for $50 to Broadway Cares, we will send you a fully signed playbill, which is cool. All goes to Broadway Cares, which is really awesome. I digress. We finished our speech and I'm very hype on the Broadway Cares thing. But I wanted to come in at the end of the show, the end of my week, and round out some fan mail because I didn't do any fan mail last week because it was very focused on the parade. So the first person's letter that I have is from someone named Brady. Now Brady sent me some really cool art as well as a couple of stickers. My favorite part about Brady's entire letter was that the letter was sealed with a sticker of Kevin William Paul, which made me laugh. And there are lots of other fun stickers in here which I think are really cool. So thank you so much for writing me, Brady. I really appreciate it. I also got a letter from someone named Caroline, and Caroline saw the show on June 19th, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for writing me. I appreciate all that you shared with me. I love how much you relate to the story. I think we can all relate to Ponyboy and feeling a little bit alone a lot of the time, and the one thing that I wanted to share is that you're so not alone. Even though there are times where we all feel alone, reaching out to people and letting them know that you feel that way will reassure you that you're not. Saying that sounds very simple, but it is really hard, especially when you're having a tough day or I definitely can relate to the days when you're feeling super anxious. Trust the little voice inside you that says, talk to your friends, please tell them. Maybe it's just a little me inside of your brain, like, go talk to your friends. Reaching out and leaning on your community is so important. And I'm so happy that you have like 2 besties, I think you said in your letter, who you can always rely on, which I think is really beautiful. Something from Caroline's letter that I have to say, the little picture that you sent me of Cherry, it gave me so much joy. And I mean this genuinely. You can ask Arlo. Arlo was there. We were on the train when I was opening the letter, and this little piece of paper came out, and I was like, oh my god, it is so perfect. She looks just like it. The little headband. I mean, it gave me an enormous smile. So thank you so much for your art. This is for everybody. Even when you write your exact Instagram handle, it's like, sorry, we've never heard of them. And the last person that I wanted to say hello to is someone named Ashley. Ashley is 16 years old, and I'm pretty sure you're from Tennessee, Ashley. And I love that you've never seen The Outsiders, but you love it already. This is one of my favorite types of letters to hear from fans that are like, I'm from Australia, or I'm from somewhere where I don't have access to see the show in New York, but the vlogs are like a little way in, as well as the music. And you talked a lot about how much the music meant to you. And I would just like to say, same. I will never forget being in our second workshop. I got hired initially to do 2 workshops in the fall of last year around this time. In the second workshop, it was just us learning the music and saying the words sitting at a table. I remember doing one of our first read-throughs and listening to the music and just sobbing. I mean, throwing in the towel for me is a huge one, especially coming out of Brenton Comer's mouth. The way that the 3 of them, I mean, Jason as well and Brody, the way that they sound is one thing, but the way that Jamestown Revival and Justin Levine have created a language that is simple because it's coming out of kids' mouths, and for it to still be so effective is like, makes my mind blow up sometimes. So I loved reading that you love the music so much and that you're such a fan of the musical as well as the vlogs. I'm definitely honored that you see me as an honorary big sister. As you know, I am a big sister of 2, so I take my big sister duties very, very seriously. Thank you all for writing me. If you ever want to write fan mail, the address is in the description of this video, and I do what I can to read all of them as they come, but I am a big believer in not just like getting through them. So I do have a lot of mail over there because I want to make sure that the time that I give to read the letters is the same type of quality time that you took to write them. So if I haven't gotten to yours yet, know that there is a pile behind this camera that I'm looking at. So thank you so much if you've ever sent me anything. Thank you to the people who wrote me that I mentioned today. And yeah, that is our fan mail portion for now. I'm headed home. I'm gonna hang out with the roommates. We're gonna play some card games, and we are going to decorate for the holidays, just like I did in here. Look at how freaking cute. I digress. Let's go. And welcome to my house again, where we're decorating for the holidays, and everyone is in a festive spirit. Nicholas, can I see your outfit? Very nice. Arlo?
Oh, Santa featuring Glinda and Effie White from Dreamgirls. Cheers!
Just like we said,
Cheers.
correct. There's lots of things going on here. She's coming together. You really ate that up.
It's the ornament of the year.
She's green.
It is.
Right.
She said no need.
That took forever to find, but...
Yeah.
Look at this. How can you not? Hi vlog, and welcome to my room, along with the sounds of New York City, because the heat is on, and it's hot in here. I forgot my vlog camera yesterday, kind of in a good way, because I was definitely overwhelmed with all the things I had to do yesterday. So I'm gonna do what is one of my least favorite things in theater, and Arlo and I talked about this. I'm going to tell you instead of show you what I did yesterday. One of the things that's bizarre, still to me, as someone who is working right now in the theater industry, especially as a performer, is we're still auditioning. Huh? When you think about auditioning, you're like, oh, you're going to get a job. You don't think that you're auditioning from the perspective of already having a job. Maybe that was just me. I remember when I finally got the dates for Roxy, I had an audition like during my 3 weeks there, and it almost broke me. It just was such a respectfully, it was a mind fuck. I was like, how can I honor the space and the work that I'm doing while also seeking out other work? That's not something we talk about a lot when we're like going to school for this or getting ready to like jump into the real life of what it means to do this as a career. Auditioning isn't always about finding the new job. That's a way that I've helped reshape the way I think about it. Instead of seeing it as another chance to get out of the job that you're in or find the next best thing, it's actually kind of a networking opportunity. One time my dad described it as dating, and he honestly wasn't that far off, so I'll give you partial credit on that one, father. But really, it's about getting to know other people in the industry, other directors, other choreographers, other writers, whether it's music or script writers. For them to get to know you as an actor, because maybe you might not be right for the project that you're auditioning for, but maybe the songwriter has a project in the future that he's like, oh wait, that girl would kind of eat in this part, so I'm gonna always keep her in the back of my mind, or I'm gonna keep a copy of her resume. So much of getting the job is a chance of fate, for sure. I mean, it is talent, it's hard work, but it's also perfect timing. I say all that to say, yesterday I had an audition and it was like breaking my mind again. It is a contract that would start almost immediately following this one. I think our contract is March something, whatever our first preview was, and the like rehearsals would start in February. It was just like, this could be great, it could be a nice next step, but also I don't know, because I also want to do my job, and I just was getting so in my head about it. In the end, I recorded it twice. I am a big believer in not pushing yourself too far when it comes to being on tape for auditions, especially. It's easy for you to get in your head and watch the tape over again, and you're like, oh, I need to try it. That part was good, but this part was... You end up analyzing yourself in a way that you don't have the chance to when you're in the room in real life for a normal audition, what used to be a normal audition. While I was a little stressed, the other layer of stress on top of it is time management. I got the audition on Monday, which is my day off, which I wanted to use most of it to rest. The next day was Tuesday, which is like my ideal day to film it because it was due today, Wednesday at noon. And I wanted to get as much time in on the material, but also limit myself so that I wasn't being overcritical and reanalyzing the video over and over again. It's so weird to audition while you're working, because I was talking to Joshua Boone about this. The mental negotiation about, okay, I want to put my best foot in this room. I really want to put my best work onto the tape, even though they know I just got the material a day ago. They're willing to meet me halfway and go, okay, well, she doesn't know the words, but she's got the idea of the character right. And while also wanting to honor the material that I'm about to put on tape, I also have to honor the time that it takes for me to do my job, for me to show up and be Cherry. Time managing, like, okay, I'm gonna put this much time away to focus solely on the audition. And then after that, we're done. So there's that like pressure of, it is what it is. That negotiating is very, very difficult. After the show last night, I ended up recording one more take just because I was like, I just want to make sure I really feel like the material has settled in me a little bit more. And in the end, there's literally a video of me and one of the takes that I ended up sending in where I'm like, maybe something I've already done is good. That was what I did yesterday, which is so cuckoo crazy. And I think it's so easy in this job for people on the outside who have no idea how the world works, which is fair. It's easy for them to look onto us and be like, oh, you only work this many hours. You have so much time on your hands. You have so much free time to do whatever you want. And it's like, well, actually, I'm always working. I'm always in class, or I'm in rehearsals. Every ensemble member and every swing and every dance captain you know is always in rehearsals, even when the show is over. Always! Always! I just wanted to share that yesterday was a gooky, crazy day because I woke up and I was like, I have to do 2 performances today. One of which is for an audition. I was actually a little annoyed that I forgot my vlog camera because I filmed the audition in this dressing room because I didn't have time to rent out a studio because they were all booked. So I literally set my phone camera up just like this and I like did my scene. This is the reality of our industry right now. It's so weird. Oh my god, this video is 10 minutes. Arlo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Shout out to this Call Me Cherry sweatshirt. Also, shout out to this shirt. So Dan Barry is an artist, as you may or may not know. Not just like a writer, but also a raw-er artist. And he drew this sketch and his dad made a little t-shirt out of it. How cute is that? Okay, I'm gonna stop now, Arlo. Sorry. Ugh. I love what I do and I wouldn't change it for a thing.
My ooh for too long, and then I forgot to ah.
This is what we talk about at night rehearsal.
Ooh, ah.
So it is about to be 9 o'clock, which is the end of our rehearsal time. But we're having our rehearsal at night. At night. There they go. They're really good. Hello and good morning. It's cold in New York City. And also, I have a very busy, exciting day today. Number one, I'm gonna go up and see where the spotlight operators are and show you guys. And I'm super, super excited about it because I've talked a little bit with a couple of the spot ops, what it looks like and what they do. And so I'm really excited to check it out and also give you guys the inside scoop of what that looks like. And in between shows today, I am gonna go shopping for a toy drive that we are doing. Maybe you saw it on my story. Alongside raising money for Broadway Cares, we're also doing a toy drive with the Dressers Union for people people's families who are affected by HIV and AIDS. We are gonna take some money that you guys maybe Venmo'd me and go shopping for some toys for some kids. I'm super excited. It's a very busy big day. And you're coming with me. And it's also supposed to snow a little bit today. So if that happens, that'd be great. All right, let me get ready. Okay, I'm ready to go. I am really excited.
Yeah, I think he's a little square.
We're so good. Like, what?
And then when we're...
Well, hello!
Hi!
Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, I'm Q. I'm one of the spot ops or outsiders.
Where are we? What do you call this place that we're in?
So we're in the booth right now, right above, as you can see, above the stage.
Wow, we are so high up right now.
Obviously, we're here every show, making you guys find your light.
Find our light, literally. And
In
you
the
have your
nicest
own
way
lights.
I say that.
Yeah. And you have your own lights in here. I see you're ready for the holidays, as am I in my
Yeah.
room. It's very holiday-y. Okay, so tell me about what is the situation that you work with every day?
So this is our spotlight. It's the PRG ground control. And instead of a traditional massive spotlight, these are moving lights, and ours are right in the box boom over there, which you can see I'll wiggle a little.
Oh, wow.
No,
Look at it
yeah.
go. Oh, my gosh. So this
Yeah.
is your control.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we're moving. So like, for an example, during
so cool.
Into the Drive-In, when you come out of the car, I'm
Yeah.
picking you up. So I pick you up right, you can't see it on the blackout.
But in there.
I'll pick you up there, follow you all the way down here, and you do your
Oh
whole
my
thing.
gosh, that's so cool.
Obviously, we can see you guys in the show during the light. We see you during blackouts if we need to.
This is blowing my mind right now. I mean, are you someone who has worked with the big spotlights before? Do you
Yeah.
miss them?
I don't, but I know a lot of the older.
Well, what is it about the old ones that you're like, you can take it away.
Oh,
I'm
they
fine.
just get very hot.
They get hot,
and it's
right?
very uncomfortable with your arm
Yes.
up like this the whole time. This, you're sitting literally just like this.
Yeah. Wow, thank you for letting me come into your space.
problem,
I really
guys.
appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Came from over there, now we're going all the way across. Everybody's in the house below me. Okay, so this is all the
This
all
is
the
just
plugs.
lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, lighting, some audio, more audio.
And now we're over the stage. That is so freaking cool, man. My brain is like, okay, so I talked with Tim, who was one of the guys. I don't know if he made it into the camera. Some of them didn't want to be on the vlog, which I respect. One time I took a ride home from him and also one of the other house crew guys here, and we were talking about how it was kind of like a video game. So I genuinely thought they were like using a console to use the lights. Turns out it's a huge console that I'm like, that is so cool. And the way that they have the cameras so that they can always see with a little plus where the light is definitely shining. And then I got to walk up in, I don't know if you would call it the catwalk technically. It's just kind of the overpass above the theater where everyone is sitting, where all of the cords and all of those things have to connect to those boxes that we saw. That was all the power. And after I finished filming, I was asking one of the other, not the spot operators, but the light board operator. I was asking him like, what is his scariest sequence to call? Because this is a Tony Award winning for lighting design show. And if you've ever seen the show, you know the lighting is for real. The lighting in this show is so choreographed in a way that enhances the storytelling, and it's really exciting. But I can imagine it could be very stressful for someone who's pushing the buttons, you know? So I asked him, which one is your most stressful sequence? And he was like, there's two sequences that are really stressful. One of which is going into the fire. Sometimes for whatever reason, the intercom system between the stage manager and the light where they are in the tower, it gets like muffled, and sometimes they don't hear the call, and so they all like wait until they definitely get confirmations. And then the other one is actually in the Rumble, which totally makes sense to me because again, if you've seen any of the footage from the Rumble, either at the Tony Awards or you've seen the show, the lighting is as much a part of the choreography as the choreography itself. And there's a couple of moments that he's like, there are two lighting cues right before there's like a big train sound that starts happening and you kind of start hearing the beat of the Rumble. That is one of the hardest cues for him to call. It was really cool to see all of the mechanisms that come together to create the Tony Award winning lighting design that we see, or that I get to feel every night. It's making me think back to when I was in high school. My drama teacher, Mr. Davenport, he created such a great program there that allowed us to do a little bit of everything. So I was on our catwalk at OHS and screwing the lights onto the trusses to make sure that they were aligned the way that we wanted them. I was sometimes helping program lights, and same at Wagner. I had a chance to do this cool class called lighting. What was it called? I don't remember what the class was called, but basically we got to just work on the other side of the table. We got to do lighting design, we got to do sound design, and also set and costume design in that class. And I remember getting the chance to literally create a lighting experience in this very tiny black box. I wouldn't even call it the theater, like black box room in one of our classrooms. And yeah, it just made me think back to all those times that I had the chance to get a little idea of what it was like and to now see it on this huge, huge, huge scale. If you care about lighting, if you're like interested in that, dive in, girl, because that is fierce. All of that is really, really, really cool. If you have any more questions about not just the lighting, but other elements that we haven't had the chance to take a sneak peek in, please comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm filled up and excited to do this show now that I got to walk across the top of the theater. Shout out to Q for making that happen. That was really awesome. And shout out to all of the team in that booth who let me into their space. That was very kind of them. And now I've got to do my show. I will see you when we go shopping for some toys. Bye. This angle is hideous. Much better. Hi vlog. We are getting ready to go shopping for the kids because if you saw my story, I posted my Venmo because we're doing a toy drive. And by we, I mean the Dressers Union. And we are a drop-off place. So me and Arlo are gonna go shopping. Best friends forever! Best friends forever! Ring! And some people are trying to deface my property.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Came back to get some bags and sing. Let's freaking go. Very good. We're doing great.
These are my children. These are my sons.
I think it's also important to note that we have $800 to work with. So if you Venmo'd, you are a part of $800 that is going to a bunch of kids. I want to cry about it with the music in the back. Like, but it's true. Like, it could be the one gift that they get this holiday season, you know? It's like so special. Shout out to you if you help. And if you didn't, you can help next year. So see you there. We're doing a great job so far.
Wow.
For the children. For the children. Oh, that was exhilarating. For the children. For the children. Please don't fall. The last thing we need is for you to fall.
Yeah. And she left her scarf. There she goes.
Hi vlog! Now I know what you're thinking. What? Well, it's Friday, and today we have a put-in. And if you're new here, a put-in is when the understudies / swings who have been rehearsing a track finally get the chance to do their entire track in their costume with most of the elements in the show. Mostly lighting, mostly sound. In our case, unfortunately, no rain and no fire, I think. For the rest of us who do our tracks normally, we don't have to rehearse in our costumes. We get to pick a theme, and today's theme is PJs. Thank you, Cherry. And let's see other people's PJs, shall we? Come on. So I'm not disappointed. There are some people who are like, I don't have PJs, which is fine. But I also am honoring that like a sweatpant look is also PJs. We've got RJ in the I Love New York. We've got the flannel for the Danbury. Right. The Goo Goo Giga. Barton has PJs on. There we go. He's back there. You can't really tell. There we go. Also Sarah Grace. Yes, look at those silky pants. Delicious. Most importantly, Nancy has on this amazing onesie. I'm gonna have to ask her permission if she minds being on the vlog, but she has a stunning onesie on that's got flamingos on it. This is Nancy, by the way. Where did you get these?
Oh, I got them for Halloween one year.
And did you or did you not wear this on the train?
Come back.
Oh, I wore it on the train. And you wore it on the train. No shame. That's a cute onesie on. She has another cute onesie on.
And with that is almost the end of our put-in. I'm gonna go have some dinner, which means this is also the end of this episode of Call Me Emma. Shout out to the girl who gave me this amazing pair of sunglasses as well as hot sauce. Thank you. See you next time.